Hi friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I am going to film a get to know me and answer some of your questions as well as tell some stories about me so you get the gist of who I am as a person rather than just a random person online. So I hope you like it. Can't reach it. So earlier on my Instagram I asked a few questions and then I screenshotted them so I can answer them for you now. I'll start with the basics. My name is Elisa. You pronounce it as Elisa, not Eliza or like Elisa or something like that. It's Elisa, you know, pretty easy. I have all my questions on my phone, so let's get started. These questions are in no particular order, so they could be just really random, really weird, and you know, just a disclaimer. And also, if I say anything kind of weird, that's just me. Just please ignore me. I promise I'm not trying to be offensive. First question. How old were you when you first read Harry Potter for the first time? This person was 8 when they first read it. I feel really bad because I actually didn't get into Harry Potter until I was like in year 8. So I was around 13 when I actually started liking it. I read it when I was younger, but I didn't like it because I got really traumatized by the Half-Blood Prince movie. I remember I was watching it once and I knew what Harry Potter was because it was so famous, but I didn't actually know what went on, who Harry Potter was. All I know was it was magic, there was wizards, there was like creatures. But I saw the parts with the Inferi, and then they were just like, Dumbledore and Harry were like on the mountain in the cave, and they were just climbing up. There were zombies and like dead bodies, and I got freaked out. I was like, what the heck is this? I thought this was a children's film / book. So I was like, no, I'm never gonna like Harry Potter. I'm never gonna read it. So I didn't read it until I was like in high school, and because one of my friends was like, oh, it's really good, you should actually try it, and I really trust her with her taste in books, so I read it and I was like, I love it. Why didn't I read it earlier? There's so much going on. And yeah, so I read Harry Potter when I was like probably around 8 as well, but then I didn't really like it that much. I read the first book and I was like, yeah, it's okay. There was a lot of words I didn't understand, so that put me off, but then I got into it when I was 13. And also, I'm one of those people that's like, you know, if someone really likes something, I will hate it just for the sake of hating it. Like, people will always like, you know, people always said, oh my gosh, Harry Potter is the best book in the world, it's the best series, I love it, and all that. And I was like, you know what, because you like it, I'm gonna say I hate it so I look like I have more personality. But that's kind of just petty now you think of it, right? So, you know. What moments in books made you go WTF? Okay. The Inferi from Harry Potter, I was like, WTF. And from Harry Potter, I remember when I first read it, I was like, Earth Quirrell is bad? I thought he was like a harmless little squirrel. So I was like, bruh, how's he evil? But then, you know what happened? Not in Harry Potter, but in the Divergent series. I always had a question because they were sorted into their factions, right? But then they had to get like this ceremony where they like, you know, get some blood and drip it onto stuff. I can't remember too properly, but all I remember was if they had the choice of choosing which faction to go into, what's the point of like, you know, injecting a needle and then telling them what to do? Because if they're going to leave, doesn't matter what like test result they get, they still want to leave, right? So it doesn't really affect them. So I was like, why would you get like a shot in your neck for no reason? It's just painful. So yeah, that's something. Next, what's something that pissed you off when you read Harry Potter? Quirrell turning bad, that ticked me off. Sirius Black's death, Hedwig's death, Fred's death, every death was pretty bad. Oh, you know what pissed me off in Harry Potter? The presence and existence of Umbridge. Umbridge needs to be like, bye, goodbye, I don't need you. Favorite color? My favorite color is purple. Let's see, like this type of purple. This is like my favorite type of purple. That's my favorite color. Why did you decide to make a YouTube channel? This is gonna sound stupid, but I talk to myself a lot. Like when I do questions and homework, I always talk to myself like, oh my god, that's so stupid, why didn't you think of this earlier? So I talk to myself a lot. So I was like, you know what, might as well film myself talking, it might be entertaining. I like talking, I like being a narcissist, might as well film myself. So yeah, there you go. Do you have pets? I don't have any pets right now. I did have pets, but they all unfortunately passed away. I had at least like 50 goldfishes, I think. They all passed away. when I lived in China, I had a puppy, but I had to give him away because I came to Australia. I had a turtle. Yeah, he drowned. Yeah, I didn't know turtles could drown, but he drowned, so rip. Yeah. What's your favorite video game if you have one? I don't really play video games, but I play games online. Like when I was small, I went on Mats Online. I played Balloon Tower Defense, Fruit Ninja, and all that. What else? Like Temple Run, Angry Birds. Yeah, they were good. With video games. Okay, one video game I actually played. I think it's called Tanks. I used to play with Dad. It's like when you had the old like fashion controls, and then you have to like swivel. There were like 2 switches, and then there's like the X symbols, and you go like forward, left, right, attack, and all that. And that's something I played. Tanks. I'll find a picture. If I find a picture, it's this. I played this video game. Next question. What is the most scary story that happened to you? Oh, I have one. I don't actually remember it, but apparently it happened. So my grandmother told me this a few months ago, and it kind of traumatized me, so I'm going to tell you. So what happened was my grandfather went to a funeral that day because one of his peers had unfortunately passed away, and when he came back, I was a baby, but I started crying like really badly, uncontrollably, just burst into tears, mess, couldn't stop no matter what. And then apparently I didn't stop until late at night, so my grandmother slept with me that day because she wanted to keep me calm. And apparently she had a dream where my grandmother was still in bed and in the situation, she was still looking after me. I was like a bit more calm. And then there was this pale ghostly figure on the bedside next to me. I'm getting so scared thinking about this. Oh my gosh, I'm scared really easily. But apparently there was this little girl in a nightgown, a white nightgown, and she was sitting on a bedside next to me. And then my grandma was like, "The heck, why are you here?" And then she's like, "Oh, my grandfather," she called him uncle because that's what you call them in Chinese. "Oh, uncle brought me here through his car. I came in from his car from the funeral. I came with him home." And my grandma was like, "Dude, get out, like bruh, get out." And then so my grandmother apparently got one of the wooden swords. Wait, I'll get one for you. So my grandmother, apparently she picked up one of these and she warded off the female ghost, and she left. And when she woke up from that dream, I was not crying anymore. I was completely fine. So that's something scary that happened to me. I'm traumatized. I'm really scared thinking about it. Like, I'm getting so scared that there's something in this room right now. But yeah, that's the scariest story that's happened to me. Next question. Your favorite pizza. My favorite pizza is probably either Hawaiian or Meat Lovers. Yeah, I like pineapple on pizza. Do you have any hobbies? I hope I have some hobbies. Yes, I do. My hobbies include drawing, painting, art in general. I like that kind of stuff. I'm an artsy person, I like to think of myself as. Next question, do you live in Australia? I do live in Australia. I live in Sydney, actually. Next question, do you like K-pop? Okay. Okay. A few months ago, like literally 1 month ago, if you asked me, I would have been like, "Bruh, I hate K-pop." K-pop is like, nah. Because as I said, I'm one of those people, if you like something, if majority of people say they like something, and I've never actually had that much close contact with it, I will say I hate it because I am petty. So I used to be like, "Oh no, K-pop, disgusting, bruh, never gonna get into it. I don't understand what they're saying. They could be cursing their heads off," and I would have been like, yeah. But that all changed last month. So yeah, I do like K-pop. I'm really into Blackpink and BTS. I know I'm very basic, but I love them very much. So I'm Blink, and in the army, I am very devastated that Jin is going to the army next year because he's my bias and I love him. He doesn't know I exist, but that's okay. Next question, height. Let me Google for you how tall that is in feet. Wait, I think I'm 170 now. I was like 169 for like a year, so I would have grown at least a little bit. So in feet, I am 5 feet 6.929. Let's round that up to 5 feet 7. Yeah, that's how tall I am. I'm 170. Okay, next question. Best Harry Potter moment. When Sirius Black was introduced, that was hands down best moment ever. Best character. Next question. Tell me an embarrassing story about your childhood. Drama, please. I don't know if I have any drama from my childhood. Like, I'm like a pretty chill kid. I would like to think of myself as a pretty chill kid. I can tell you an embarrassing story. I can tell you multiple, actually. Okay, I'll tell you one. It's more weird than embarrassing, actually. So, once I was having like a very emotional day because I'm an emotional person. I can't remember why I was so like, I was just feeling really dramatic and emotional that day, right? So after school, I was like crying. I think I was crying over something really small. Like, I think I stepped on a ladybug, so I started crying because I was emotional. So, and that day was really, really hot. So like, it didn't help. Like, the weather just made me pissed off because I hate hot weather because you're like sweating and you're still in your school uniform and you're just like, yeah. So that's happening. That was happening. And then it was hot. I was angry. So I was like, okay, cool. I'm going to go to my nearest Woolies and pick up some ice cream because, you know, just to cool off. And also, I happened to have some spare change on me. So I was in tears, crying because I stepped on a ladybug. I walked to Woolies. I bought a tub of the cheapest ice cream. I think it was a Sara Lee ice cream because it was on sale. I remember this date very clearly. So it was a tub of 1 liter ice cream. I bought that. I was crying. People were already like, what the heck? So I was crying. I was like holding my tub of ice cream. I checked out and then I realized I don't have a spoon. So I had like a breakdown. I was like, oh, I don't have a spoon. So I went to like one of those food stores, like and you know how they have like plastic fork, spoon, knives and like all that. So I picked up a spoon from there and then I opened my tub of ice cream. I threw the lid away. This is important. I threw the lid away and I started digging in. So on the way from Woolies to my house, I was just crying while I was eating a tub of ice cream. And then when I got home, I went home and I was like, calm down a bit. And then I realized, I threw the lid away. So I couldn't really preserve the ice cream. And then I was like, oh my god. So I got a bowl and covered the ice cream. I put it in the freezer and I was like, it's all good. And then I was like, calm down. I was like, my eyes were red. I was just a mess. Just finished half a liter of ice cream. And so yeah, I went up to, you know, like have a shower and all that. And then afterwards, I came to check my phone and stuff. This is so embarrassing. And then the thing is, I saw a picture of one of the celebrities I was really obsessed with at that time. It was just a picture of him, and then I don't know why. And then I started talking to myself, like, how can a human be this beautiful? Like, it is not possible. So I had a breakdown in the middle of my room because I saw a photo of my favorite celebrity at that time. So I started crying again. Oh my god, that was such a messy day. But luckily that was embarrassing just for me and now I'm sharing with all of you. Cool. Next question. What house are you in? I am in Ravenclaw. Have you ever met a celebrity? I haven't met a celebrity before, which is really sad. I would have loved to meet a celebrity. Oh, I went to like a Dan and Phil show when they were like doing interactive introverts. So technically I've met them. I saw them on tour, so that counts. Have you had a boyfriend before? If yes, how many? No, I've never had a boyfriend. I don't think I'm gonna get one anytime soon. I don't think anyone wants me, so you know. No, I've never had one. Harry or Draco? Draco, because Draco is just, he's bae. How old are you? I'm 17 now, but it changes every year, so What's my favorite artist slash band? As I said, a month ago it would have been like Selena Gomez and like Katy Perry and all that, but now it's Blackpink, BTS, and Selena Gomez. Selena Gomez is just, she's up there. The most extreme thing you have done, or the most difficult decision you have made. The most extreme thing. I don't really make any extreme decisions. Like I just go ask my parents. They always know something. What's the most difficult decision I've made? Probably choosing between C or A as the answer in a multiple choice question in a maths test. I don't know. Something you would like to try or a place you would like to visit. I would like to visit Japan again because I've only been to Osaka. I would love to go to Tokyo or like Hokkaido. I would love to go to Europe again, to go to like Belgium, Germany, and Switzerland and all that. I love Europe. I think that would be really awesome. I just want to travel to like somewhere far away because I don't really go anywhere. And what's something I would like to try? I would like to try poutine from Canada because that sounds amazing. Oh yeah, and I want to go to Canada too. What is the first thing you notice about a person when you first meet them? Their face? Like, I don't know if I'm answering it right. Like, I notice their personality, their facial features. I think I notice people's eyes first. I don't know. I think it's because you look at them and then you want to make eye contact, right? So you look at their eyes and you kind of just make an overall judgment of their face. Anyway, yeah, I also notice their personality. Like, are they one of those people that talk about themselves constantly, or, you know, are they like trying to be like one of those nice people that you're just like, oh, let's engage in conversation back and forth rather than just, it's about me. Okay. How long have you had this account? I actually took a screenshot of the first post I posted. My first post was on the 10th of March 2017, so I've had this for 2.5 years. So, what do you think about JK Rowling's tweets and how she's literally rewriting Harry Potter? See, I don't actually have Twitter, and everything I see is either from Instagram or from like Snapchat stories or something, so I don't actually know how much she's rewriting it, but I think it's kind of cool how an author is still like so attached to a series and they kind of just like, oh, by the way, here's another fact that no one knew about. Oh, here's another something I didn't mention in my books. I think that's kind of funny, and it's kind of like cool because there's more like fan theories and like conspiracies you can make, so that's really cool. But also it's kind of annoying because you're like, oh bro, you know, I had this like awesome image of someone, now you're just gonna like, you know, change my mind about them with one tweet. So what's your star sign? Gemini, but I promise I'm not two-faced. What is your biggest fear? My biggest fear is probably heights or darkness. I hate being in the dark because I always feel like there's something next to me, like, no. What is your favorite book to read? Harry Potter. Next question, what type of music are you into? I'm into like pop music. Anything on the charts, I listen to it. I know it's trashy, but like, I like that kind of stuff. I like upbeat music. But then I also like those music that's like really calm, you know, like has water drops in the back and all that. What's the last show you binge watched? The 100. That is a really good show. I love that show. It's amazing. Do you have a favorite holiday? Why or why not? The Queen's birthday, because every 12 years the Queen's birthday ends up being on my birthday, so I get a public holiday every 12 years on my birthday. And basically every year I have like a long weekend during the week of my birthday because it's the Queen's birthday. Love you, Queen Elizabeth II. What meal is your favorite? Breakfast, lunch, or dinner? It depends on which day of the week it is. And it also depends if I'm on holidays or not, because if I'm on holidays, then I like breakfast because I can make like avocado toast and all that. But then if it's like a normal day, I like dinner because mom can make the food. But then I also like lunch when I go out with friends and stuff on weekends. So I just like to eat, you know. Maybe I like all 3 meals. I sound so fat when I say that. Anyway, have you ever disliked something and then changed your mind? Yes, K-pop. And Harry Potter. What's your most prized possession and why? What's my most prized possession? My family, my personality, something like that. I don't know. Next question is, how would you describe a fashion sense? Non-existent. I don't really have a sense of fashion. My wardrobe is either denim, black, white. Nothing else. Who is your role model? My family. Tea or coffee? Tea. Have a cup of tea here right now. It's just green tea, but I like the smell of coffee, but I don't like the taste of coffee. Do you have any bad habits? Yes, procrastination. That is a terrible habit that everyone should get rid of because you need to focus on school and your work. Do I have any siblings? No, I am an only child. That's why I act like this. Have I ever been to any concerts or tours? I have never been to an actual concert. The only concert/tour I've ever been to was Danville Interactive Introverts. Next question. What was your first impression of Harry Potter? I remember very clearly when I first read Harry Potter, I saw Hermione's name, but I didn't know how you pronounce it, so I pronounced it as Hermione or Hermione or something. And because I've heard about Harry Potter before, so I know there is a character called Hermione. And then I remember reading halfway through the first book and I was like, bro, when is this Hermione character gonna come out? Like, it's been half a book and she still hasn't come out yet. Like, how is she one of the main characters? And then I remember I really didn't like Hermione when I first read the Philosopher's Stone because she was just so bossy and I was like, calm down. And then it hit me, like, I was like, Hermione is Hermione. guess I gotta start liking her now. So yeah, that was my first impression of Harry Potter. And the last question is, what is your favorite ship in Harry Potter? And my favorite ship is Drarry. Whether you like it or not, I love Drarry. Yes, I love Drarry. Drarry is just very cute. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it and got to know me a bit more, for better or for worse, you know, just it goes both sides, you know. Give this video a thumbs up and it'll be awesome if you can subscribe to my channel. And yeah, look forward to seeing you in the new year and with a new video. Bye!